Hey, welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. I'm actually going to look at some data here. All right. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the data set that contains beds lower, beds upper, reference hospital, all beds mean beds needed by day. So we would expect this number to be going down. Lower all beds, upper ICU beds mean invasive ventilation needed by day. Lower uncertainty bound of daily COVID-19 deaths. Best mask, see some here. What we're interested in summary stats, all locations, location name, peak bed mean. Well, this has peak beds, it doesn't actually have a date associated with it. So we're still looking at the reference library, the reference data table. Okay? So let's make sure we actually have what that's actually called. I think it's called RF HOSP maybe. Okay. Okay. So now you see location, you see a date, and you see all beds mean, invasive ventilation needed. Let's see, new ICU mean. ICU upper, ICU lower. ICU means. So what we're looking for here, if we're looking for the RF, we come back over here and change this here. So to come up here, let's delete this. All right. Let's come back over here. Run this again just to get the oh, hang on. Let's run this again. Okay. Let's start with a new our markdown file here. Let's call it Hospital. Okay. Okay. And back over here, put all this in there. Delete all this. Now, where is this latest analysis coming from? That's coming from, let me show you the article here. Let's see, so here we go. Okay, U.S. COVID-19 hospitalizations uh, hit the highest level in nearly 6 weeks. About 41,000 new coronavirus case infections are reported in the U.S. You mean per U.S. reported more than 41,000 new COVID-19 hospital infections, while hospitals in many parts of the country are experiencing surging number of patients infected with the viral disease. Many figures bring the total number of people who have confirmed to have had the coronavirus in the U.S. more than 7.8 million. Well, that's not true, is it? No, I think it probably is right. Let's just take a quick look here. All right. Let's just take a quick look here. Okay, so okay, so 41,000 cases, but only 314 deaths. But I think they neglected to mention that part. Okay, so let's take a look at. Let's see here. What's the total number of? That's about right. That's about 7.8 million. That's okay. That's fine. Not a problem. But it seems in well, oh, September 2nd, according to data from the COVID tracking project. As of Monday, there were more than 35,000 patients hospitalized across the country, more than 16% higher than a week earlier. While hospitalizations are rising, they are still lower than July's daily high of 59,000. The hospitalizations are rising in New Jersey, where the state seven day average of COVID-19 cases dropped to 700 on Monday. But you're not saying anything about deaths, are you? Now, did you notice that? All they're talking about is cases, beds. What about the fact that the deaths are declining? They don't want us to know the good news. Their sole mission is to spread fear and anxiety among the American people. But I'm here to show you how to go out and look at the numbers for yourself. Okay? The key number, according to A key number, according to University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation, the key number still remains to be deaths. Cases are nice, but as long as deaths aren't, the fact of the matter is, deaths are still lagging behind cases. The deaths are we have twice as many cases and half as many deaths. While in April, we had twice as many cases now during June, July, August, September, as we had in April, May, June, but the deaths are almost half as much. Of course, that's not the message the media wants you to know, okay? Which is why I'm here, and which is why you also need to go and look at the numbers for yourself. Get all the numbers. Get the two basic numbers. Get cumulative totals and daily totals. Look at daily cases and daily deaths and see what is really going on in the U.S. with COVID-19. Okay, that's enough of my rant. That's enough of my sermon for today. Let's get back to the data here. Okay, a question. You notice they also said, well, the beds are still lower than they were back in July. Oh, so that means they're still declining then. So the beds are still declining from the high back in July. Wow. Okay, well, he did mention it, I think. Okay, so let's come back over here. Let's do this. Okay, this is going to be right. Is that right? RERFHUSP for reference hospital. All right. So let's just see what happens here now. Oh, HOSP, right? RF HOSP. And we're pulling out two chunks of data. We're pulling out the for the global location, which is the worldwide, and for the U.S. So let's see what happens now. Let's connect on this and run this. How come? Okay, another slight problem. Let's try this. Okay, so let's take a look back over here one more time. Go to RS Hosp. Location name. Okay, for the time being, I'm just going to leave this the way it is. I'm going to just leave this as United States of America. Okay? That's a little better. So what we want to do is, okay, okay, so, okay. So this is all bed mean. So we want to plot, we want to do a quick plot. Let's start with the US. What's this say? Mean beds needed by day. So, okay. This is just going to be a quick report. Okay. Okay. Now, this is not the actual number of beds because January, we haven't come past January yet. Okay. Okay. So what next we want to see up here? Okay. Again, this is a very quick analysis of all the total fields. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, trouble is we're back here. So they're predicting a huge spike. Obviously, let's just back up here. This number should be higher, right? So they're predicting uh, a huge spike in beds. Okay, a huge spike in beds. Interesting. But the question still remains. ICU. So I must say there's just all kinds of really good data in this data set, by the way. Now, how could they all be showing the exact same numbers? Hmm. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm basically just sending through a whole bunch of data, okay? And all we're doing here is just looking at a bunch of data. That's really the main point. All we're doing is just quick plots of all the key field looking for okay. Let's do this. Let's come up here. I'm not plotting the upper or lower here or anything. I want you to notice that also. I don't understand why every single thing is the same here. Hmm. Well, one thing about this is it's fairly easy to come down here and give them credit for doing a really good job naming the. Now this one could be interesting because it's a calculation. Okay. So once again, we're coming down here. All right. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop this little project right here because whatever. Let's just run the report from the top. For whatever reason, every single plot looks exactly the same. It's really kind of odd. Every single plot is almost identical. The numbers are a little different. Okay. So anyway, the point again is to anyway. So that's enough for the about the various. I used the reference hospital data table to plot some of the various ways that the bed matrix, all beds, ICU beds, and so forth, admissions and stuff like that. And they all seem to be saying the same thing. They're obviously expecting a huge spike between now. I mean, between now and December. Okay, if this is 75,000, 50, well, this is what 20, 12, 62, 63,000 here. You know, 25,000 here. They're expecting 25,000 beds a day, D for beds a day from November. So anyway, so that kind of takes care of this sort of a quick analysis of the. Again, this data is from the Washington University Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. It's available online. It's updated once a week. I'll actually put a link in the description below to actually show you the data itself. So thanks for your time to see. We'll catch you on a later date.